Alright, back again, Luke here, and as you can see on the floor, it's quite a mess again. I'm into another project here. Before I show you what I'm into right now, I just want to say a quick thanks to everyone who's helped me out with that Hyper Neo-Geo 64 board and all of the different wiring as far as the sound goes. Really appreciated. And I haven't gotten a chance to get the pots all connected to it and trying to get speakers hooked up for it, but when I get a chance, I'll give that a shot. I did change the wire around a little bit for the speaker and was able to get some more power for it. Instead of that green wire that I had there, I just moved it over a couple of pins and wound up getting pretty good sound, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, for right now it seems to be working. The other project that I'm working on is this beast here. And before I get into what this monster is, I have to say a quick thanks to 133 megahertz for giving me a lot of advice on this board here. The guy's a really great guy, knows a lot about different electronics, PCs, arcades, just about anything. You know, you ask him a question and he pretty much knows the answer. Really great guy, so I recommend going over and checking him out. And getting back to this board here, what I did is I wound up picking up this board. This is a Konami Hornet board, and it's a massive monster here. And normally this is for a dedicated cab, but you know, I don't have any dedicated cabs except for my Neo Geo cabs. But this one here is Silent Scope 2 and Innocent Sweeper. So I wound up picking this board up, and I thought I could get it up and running, and I was able to wire it up here. As you can see, this is a PC power supply, and I got this all wired up here. Got the different voltages hooked up, and you can use a PC power supply. I got a on-off switch here, hooked up into that, and the on-off switch is just the green wire here cut from the main harness and then spliced in with a ground wire, but works out great. Problem that I was having was trying to get video on this thing. I hooked everything up and fired it on, and it went through its check. It's got a little digital meter over here, and it goes through different checks to see if everything's connected right. And I had it plugged into the Blast City cab over here, but it would not show a clear picture. It just kept showing a bunch of horizontal lines. You know, there was color to it, and you could see that it was moving, but you couldn't see what was moving. It was really frustrating. So what I did is I tried to make a connector here for my JAMA harness, and I plugged that in and wasn't able to get anything to change. And I tried wiring different wires up, trying to cross different wires for the sync ground and for the video ground, and reversing wires for that, and still got nothing. So that's when I turned to 133 megahertz, you know, the YouTube channel here, and he was able to help me out. He had suggested first to go over here and play around with the dip switches, and he said that dip switch 1 was supposed to be 15 to 24 megahertz, I think the difference between it, so you could switch between monitors. But after hitting that switch, it did absolutely nothing. So he also mentioned that if you had a PC monitor that had a VGA cable, you could try and splice it into that, and if it was a newer model monitor, you might be able to get it to work. And I kid you not, I wound up splicing it in over there, and sure enough, the picture came right on. So big thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. As far as the gun goes, I don't have the gun, so it's going to be quite a challenge trying to figure out what to do with that. I've wired up some temporary buttons here for the shooting, for fire 1, 2, and 3, because it has 3 fire buttons, but so far only number 1 is working. And I thought I could wire up a couple of pots there to kind of adjust the gun up and down and left and right, but not having a lot of luck with that, so not sure what's going to happen here with this, but it is working for the moment. I just have single mono wired in here just for now, and I spliced an old video cable and another cable together. I just had cables laying around everywhere, you know, as you can see, just wires everywhere. So wanted to see if I could get this thing up and running and splice that in, so it definitely does have sound, and it's got video. And one thing, when I turn the power on this beast, I always have to check the scan on my monitor, because if I don't have the monitor scan first, what it'll do is it'll kind of blip in and out, and I think that might be the megahertz difference there. Still need to figure that stuff out, but this is all new to me. But this is the Hornet board made by Konami. There's a lot of different boards and a lot of different variations made by Konami here, but this has been the only one that I've ever owned, and just kind of frustrating to try and get it to work. But now it does work, and it can work with a PC monitor, so I don't know. It might be a kind of cool project, you know, try and put this thing in a cab with a PC monitor, a flat screen LCD monitor or something. But I'll fire this thing on here for you and let you guys see what I'm talking about. Here's my switch, and take a look at this. As you can see down here, it's going through its check, and then after that it will pop on here. It says the Hornet system, made in 2000. And like I said, if I don't change the resolution here or have it scan, it'll wind up blipping in and out. I gotta see if I can find my remote. There it is. It's not doing it right now. Let's see if it will do it. See if I can get closer here. Oh, maybe it's not going to do it this time. It was doing it last time. But as you can see, it fires up. And I can put credits in, and I can start. I know that the gun does use a small little LCD screen on the inside of the gun, but not too sure about everything else. It's just kind of wild having this board here in my house when I know it came from a huge massive cabinet, you know, like the one that you're seeing here. So it's kind of cool to see it working like this. But yeah, this is the shooting range area.
Start.
Guess you guys can watch the whole intro here. So kind of a long intro here, but I just figured I'd show you. Like I said, it is functioning, but it's nowhere near something you can use. I can put in some coins here, and check out my harness.
Silent scope. Silent scope. Silent scope.
So, but from here, not really too much I can do. I can fire, but this is kind of pointless. Got my #1 button down here. Just hit that and story mode. That's all I can choose. And like I said, it ends pretty quickly just because there's no other peripherals hooked up to it.
Our patrol car will be on the bridge shortly. The nation's top secrets are in that car. They're going to try to get those documents. Stop them immediately.
So you can hear me shooting, but nothing going on here. That's about it. You can see the the shots going. But yeah, just wanted to show you that I got this board here, and it is running. So far, it seems to be working, you know, okay, but I think in the future it might actually need a real gun, the real gun for it. I'm not sure. Haven't found any information on this as well on the internet, so it's been an interesting process trying to get this thing going, but a beast nonetheless. These Hornet boards are quite a pain, and with these differences with the monitor resolution, that's something that I didn't know until just recently after talking to 133 megahertz, and he was talking about it, just saying that the PCs were pretty good at scanning and you know, trying to adjust with the different monitor frequencies. So after trying that, I realized, wow, this is really cool. You know, it does work with the PC monitor, but couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get it to work with the regular cab. But yeah, so just a little bit of more mayhem going on around here. Figured I'd show you what I was up to. And yeah, once again, thank you to everyone who has helped me out with that Hyper Neo-Geo 64 board. And yeah, special thanks to 133 megahertz for helping me out with this one. Alecjahn, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate your help as well. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.